power, peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle as you come on in. Know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, questions and answers, comments and concerns, for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yes. Building and destroying. A space of integrity. A space of love. A space where we are working on a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information, funding tags, nicknames, MoneyGram, Western Union names, all type of boogie, woogie, snail, mail, damn it, carrier pigeon, fund the war effort any way you can. Okay? Please keep all of that information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Fund this war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Excuse me. Wait. Yeah, you know I'm not feeling well. Listen. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until they got the taser things, the prongs all up in your back. Okay? Don't wait until you cuffed up. Officer, officer, can I talk to you? No, not you. No, Sergeant, can I talk to you, officer? Nah, it's too late. Don't wait. Don't wait until your boss is saying your services are no longer needed. Yeah, don't wait. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment or book an assessment for them. Yeah. If you or anybody you know is in the throes and need intimate relationship abuse counseling, a consultation, please book an assessment. Okay? Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, the characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Man, people and events that should alert you. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Okay? Let's get down to it. Peace and power to the people. Okay, I'm making an attempt to stay on track. Man, I'm going to make an attempt to keep class as pleasant as possible, but I am a bit under. I don't know what happened. I've been on my routine. I've been staying away from folks, but something still kind of, crept up in the nasal passage or something. I don't know. So bear with me. We got a lot of people to tag. First of all, I need y'all to tag Famous Richard. I got something to say to the youngin'. So tag him, tag his homies, tag his fans, tag young men and women, but young men specifically, because you need to hear it. Y'all need to hear it from somebody who's going to give you the truth. So tag him. If he's still in BK, listen, I'm willing to give him a free assessment. Somebody can donate an assessment to him, but I'm willing to give him a free assessment, so tag him. Somebody tag the people of Burkina Faso, the leadership, Comrade Ibrahim, I'm hating. So tag him, tell him I'm hating. Tag Burkina Faso. Yes. I don't know. I don't have to tag her. I invited her. I don't know if she's up and around. But Queen, Angela Lyons, tag her. Definitely have something to say to her. Listen, all black women should be in here. All of them. But tag this Joy chick, Dr. Joy would have tagged her. Yeah, tag her. And tag this other chick. I don't know her name. Y'all sent me her page. She's the one who is boasting and bragging about being with an overaged Ofe and have the nerve to be very disrespectful towards women, our women, and men. So tag her. Don't know her name. Don't give a damn. Tag her. Because this is not specific to her, because it is a consistent narrative. But tag her. We gonna get into all that. But let me see who's in class. Tag your classmates. Tag them. I don't know if it's because it's this time of day or what. Class is looking like. Tag everybody, because we going to get into it. We going to get started. Damn, I done whipped my joint. Oh, man. Let's see. Ooh, wait. By the skin of his teeth, Chris feeling threats. First in class. Right for here, Mrs. Rails is right there. Y'all must have been fighting at the door. What's going on, Mrs. Rails? Feeling threats, what's going on? Okay. Uh-oh. We see you, peace and blessings. Yes, deuce and quarter. What's going on? Much appreciation. Yeah, we see you. Salute. Yeah, up in the building. 225. Let's go. A Ward, we see you, A Ward. Mr. Rails is in the spot. Ooh, they together. Yeah. Yeah, they both in the spotty spot. Mr. and Mrs. Reels. When y'all get a chance, check out their YouTube platform. Yes. Check them out. The Reels Network. Cookie, what up, Cookie? We see you. Hood Center highlights. Yeah, we see you. Come up in here with them dice. No, you don't want to play CeeLo. No, I don't have no war effort to be throwing down on the ground. Them dice up out of here. We see you. Yeah, Big Red. We see you. Shaolin is in the spotty spot. What's good? Philip Boom. What up, Boom? Tierra, the young is in the building. We see you, T. Yes. Willie Bethel. What up? Merklo. What up? Mark Hines. Bushhead. Ken Wood. Y'all always together. Right there. That little bunch right there. Y'all at the bad table. Y'all bunched up. Y'all sitting together. Y'all better know y'all shit, too, when I start giving these quizzes out. Yeah, y'all right there. Merklo, Mark Hines, Bushhead, Ken Williams. Always together. Corey Grant, what up? Uptown Dre, what's going on? We see you. Uh-oh. Whoa, somebody got their shit together. FNT back in the spot. Yeah. Gaza. What's going on? Derek, what up, D? What's going on? Yeah. That's my dude. Matt J. St. Louis. What up? Soap, what up? Intellectual Soapbox, what up? Follow him, y'all, on Instagram. Yeah, we get to that. Fat G, what up? Fat G's in the spot. Yeah. Hip hop extraordinaire, manager to the stars. Fat G's in the spotty spot. What up? Oh, we going in today. Jay Jackson's in the spotty spot. Yeah, we going in today. The Haven Enterprise Inc. Vegas is in the building. Brown Girl. Professor Dre, we got Boston is in the spotty spot. Whoa, it's going down. Yeah. Oh, raw talk, real. Ooh, Heart Tunes, 55 for both of y'all. 55 for Heart Tunes, 55 for raw deal, real deal. Yeah, raw talk. We are. Mike Nice is in the building. Yeah. We see you. We see you, Hakim. What's going on? Brandon Hawkins, what up? Yeah. Superstar 55, well, 55. Yeah. Coming up in here with that. Molly. What up, GB? What up? Gene, Eileen, Cameo. What's up? We got the North Country, Canada. First responders stand up. Let's get to it. First of all, and foremost, before we even go anywhere, I have some people who fund the war effort daily. I have some people who are consistently in classes and consistently getting sessions. I have some people who go heavy. Yeah, hit the war effort every once in a blue, but heavy, right? Then we have others who, I don't know where they from. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And they consistently keep us afloat. Angela Lyons is one of those individuals. Yes, consistently feeding people, family members, and trusting family members in my care to provide services, and always, always on her task. She significantly donated out of the blue. I don't know if it's the season or what, but she consistently asks, yo, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So she dropped something significant, and we were able to donate to not just one, but 2 schools for their winter festival. These schools are ran by melanated women. And they're not caught up in the religion. They're not caught up in institutions, whether it's frats or sorority. These are no 2 true melanated women running these particular schools. So instead of having that little Xmas celebration, they have Winterfest acknowledging winter. Of course, you know, with gentrification and the migrants and immigration, their schools are multi-ethnic, so you have people practicing al-Islam, you have Sikhs in the building, you have so many different children, different backgrounds, elementary school level, so they have Winter Festival. In the mix with me running around, I had to go everywhere. I had to go to Long Island to the Walmart. I had to go here. I had to go there. I had to get this and get that. I had to fill the trunk because this is how heavy Queen Comrade Angela donates. So I had to get bikes and scooters and books and art tools, you know, very few toys. Everything was either physically engaging to the kids or something that would, you know, encourage thought. And I just have to acknowledge that. I know she really likes to be in the back doing it, but here in class, you know, and on Facebook and wherever else she follows me and I follow her, I had to acknowledge that. So, you know, to her, you know, I want everybody to know that we appreciate it. We give thanks. We acknowledge her consistent support, right? And we definitely love her for that. And the kids, even though I was not able to attend either festival, from what I'm hearing reports, the kids had a wonderful time. One of the schools was actually hosted by elite learners in East Flatbush, so we shout them out. Again, I have so many people doing so many great things. And again, The people in need sometimes are embarrassed. The people who are donating, giving, right, are shy. So it's not something that I do on a regular as far as grandstanding and showing. And it's not about that. Again, it's about the work. The work. So I'm showing my appreciation publicly for her. And again, these generous acts are never taken for granted. Okay? Never. So again, while everybody else may not do or may think that, or you getting from here, man, listen, all war efforts count. All of it. Because I'm telling you, I don't have the conventional working for Mr. Charlie. As you know, as I always tell you, I work for the people. The minute the people say I'm worthless, I'm valueless, I don't eat. It's just that simple. So I work for mine. And ironically, that's part of the class. We're going to speak on Burkina Faso and how they're moving in. And again, it's all on you. We can only grow the class. We can only be as effective in war as everybody pitches in. If it's fine with you, it's fine with you. But that is just how things work. Participation, engagement, encouragement, it means everything. That's just what it is. So there is no neutral zone. There's no neutrality in it. Either you with us on a path towards liberation or you not. Either you funding your own war or you funding your enemy. It's just that simple. I don't know what you might have been taught in school or at home or whatever it is, but it's either or. It's either or. You dig? So now that we gave her acknowledgement and got that out, let's do what we do. Now, I didn't mean for a video that I filmed and posted on IG to get the numbers that it did. That's just, I had no clue. Just like I had no clue that I would be filming said individual. So it definitely wasn't for clicks. It definitely wasn't for views. As anything with me, it is for a teachable moment. Always a teachable moment. And I got to start moving. This time is getting ahead of me. And I really need to touch on everything before I shut down. So I watched a young brother who people may know and some may not. His name is Famous Richard. May not be that famous. A lot of us didn't know. He wasn't on our radar. His notoriety or numbers has come from him pulling pranks. Whatever his content is, it is what it is. I saw on my timeline, or I believe one of the classmates sent to me a couple of days ago, where he got backdoored. If you don't understand that terminology, he was set up by what could be and what people believe is a troll account under the name Little Demon, and he was ambushed, clapped at, and grazed in the head. And at that point, he went live on IG, on Instagram, and people ran with it. It got viral. It made our attention. And when I went to research who he was, there were videos where he was saying some very disparaging things about New York City. And it just so happened that someone lined him in Bushwick, of all places, and that's when the assault occurred. Now, people can say what they want about the situation. Maybe he could have lined it up. It could have been all for clicks and views, anything, but however we call it, I made light statement about it and said that, again, people are under the assumption that there's something sweet about the 5 boroughs. And that's never the case. In a couple of classes I've spoke on it. New York gonna always be New York. New York is dangerous for native New Yorkers. Definitely for out-of-towners who don't understand our language, who don't understand the complexities of each neighborhood, and you only are able to move in and out of New York City unharmed because of how dense it is, and nobody don't care about nothing. If you're not in a New Yorker's business, you can live. Nobody don't care about none of that. We have our own issues to deal with. So it's not that it's soft or it's not active. It's that, yo, if you not stepping on nobody's toes in New York, you will be fine. You'll be fine. Doesn't mean that it's anything sweet. Okay? We just don't care about you. Try to set up shop and see what happens. Come out of your face and see what happens. Do disparaging content and find out what happened. As I said, verbatim, if you give us motivation and we have the time, you're going to find out. Lo and behold, in divine order, while working in the community, I happened to stop by Brookdale. And in divine order, clearly, after forgetting about who this individual was or any of the posts, I noticed somebody coming out of Brookdale acting erratic. And I'm like, okay, I know my hood. I know people come up out of Brookdale acting crazy, but this individual was in a gown, and it's not uncommon that we see somebody in a gown, but his head was wrapped up, he had a gown, no shirt back out, and he's wilding, acting crazy for an ambulette. I just happened to be there after saying and telling people that New York City isn't sweet. I looked, oh, this is the youngin' right here who already, after getting scraped, after getting grazed, you coming out, okay? And still haven't learned. At that point, I said, well, let me see what else he's gonna do. Let me film. Because if I had the motivation and had the time, right then and there, we could have sent him right back into Brookdale. And that's what I did. Taped him, filmed him in all his foolishness, coming outside after having been very lucky and still sleep, lacking, not understanding of his surroundings, his awareness off, as many of our young people do. I was rather surprised having myself, worked in Kings County ER unit with the head gun wound surgeon after being a hospital responder for the crisis management system, ceasefire, right? Cure violence, whatever name you want to call it. I worked in there 2 years. I see how individuals act after they've been clapped. After them hot balls is up in them, breeze by them, tap, whatever. I've seen it. I've seen officers come in there, hit. I've seen firemen hit. I've seen children hit. I've seen women hit. I know how people move once that gun go off and it's up in them. Okay? Never have I seen anyone think that it was funny. I just haven't. Never seen their family members believe it was funny. In my work, having to console them and speak to them and make sure that they get the services needed, I've seen it all. Seen it all. I don't care who was there. Anyone on the news that got clapped, that was a victim of gun violence between 2015, 16, 17, I was right there. 2018 too, yeah. I was right there. So in my practice, I always speak to young folk. Now I'm watching this individual after you spoke so disrespectful about the town. And I'm saying to myself, someone who has East New York tatted on his arm, somebody who lives and loves Brooklyn, where I was raised. If I was on that type of time, right then and there, him not knowing me from a can of paint, that was it right there for him. That's all that video says. That's it. Is that you're still lacking. You still haven't learned. You were not humble. There's no humility with you. For whatever reason. I'm not sure if there's a mental glitch. I'm not sure if you're addicted to some type of substance. I don't know. But I know that our youth needs to be educated on the dangers that they place themselves in. That's it. I put it up, and for the most part, had a very decent response. But most of the young people were the ones who spoke very negatively, calling me old. You need to mind old dude's business, unk this, unk that, doing the same things that they do to each other. And of course, I don't get triggered by it because I've been on social media long enough to know that. I've been in the streets long enough to know that the era and the energy that I come from and represent is not respected in the streets anymore. It's just not. There was a time where you can look at a dude and know, nah, he about that action. We're not even playing with him. There was a time and space where you could look at a woman and say, nah, she about her. Leave her alone. That is gone. And this is what I make an attempt to tell people who seek my counsel, and even in this space, alert people who may have been away for a long time. Whether they got a name from their experience and their life journey or not. The streets no matter where you are, do not respect your handle. They don't respect what you have done. These are very different streets. These are streets that are gentrified. These are streets that have migrants. These are streets that no longer have a moral tone to them, even in its criminality. So they don't understand what they're looking at. They don't know you. So in your duties of making an attempt to teach them to save lives, you have to understand that the disrespect is coming. You got to understand that. So I didn't get triggered by it. But what was troubling for me is that even after he did that, and he didn't acknowledge just how simple he could have got his head smashed in right there, neither did his audience. So the youth, right? The youth that watched Bobby Shmurda go to jail for damn near nothing. The youth that's watching what's happening with Lil Durk and this Melly dude and all of these individuals of their generation are not learning. And when you don't learn, you can't advance and you might as well be dead. And we are having to assume that these young folk are suicidal. We have to make that assumption because I'm not the only one attempting to reach them. We have brothers in Chicago. We have Detroit, New Ever Detroit. We got brothers in Oakland and Philly and Newark. We have men who have been through it, making every attempt to reach who they can reach. We do. We have more of us now than Malcolm did, than Father Law did. We got more. Remember, they was so spectacular because it was only one of them. They were leaders. We have more now, trust and believe me, than they did back then. Making an attempt to reach them. But you get that pushback. And I even seen a few older individuals, men, trying to say, man, you just adding fuel to the fire. No, I'm not. If you listen and watch, you will get the lesson in it too. But people on social media get so caught up emotionally and in their feelings that when you utilize intelligence and reach the youth, they feel the ways about it. So instead of them coming on and commenting and making an attempt to reach the youngins as well, no, they want to run with it. And then, of course, you got some stupid, old, middle-aged street niggas trying to side with them as well. Saying, yo, well, if you was his op, you should have did something. I'm not this young man's op. And neither am I any of y'all ops unless you act crazy. And then that old Bliz from the Koch administration do what I do best, which is creep. Because that's in all reality, whether I was there on a humble or not, creeping. I'm only seen when I want to be seen. I get up on many people. Even my homies know that. There's two things you know about me. You don't know when I'm going to pop up and you don't know when I'm going to leave. I'm an expert at it. Okay? So I don't have the regular ops. The old phase of my ops. Now, should you in your ignorance side with the old faith because you feel for some reason that you want to, then you're going to get what I say for the old faith. But this is not about that. This is us reaching our youth. So in a space where I'm saying that we have to do a better job at reaching our youth, and again, I can only do that when I'm funded. I can only do that when I have time and access. Other than that, I'm here with mainly adults, young adults who feel that they need anger management and DV. I can't reach as many youth as I want to because that takes time. And time that I'm trying to draw them into this platform. This is about it. Without funds, yo, do this, do that. It's a task. Just like it's a task for many men. You got truck drivers, you got construction workers, you got all type of dudes that would want to do more. But again, we know this is the play. This is what this country is about. It's what this world is about. Keep the black man busy, trying to survive, and he will have no time to extend himself outside of his home, outside of his reach. Which is why in my consciousness, I said, man, I can't. I'm too old to be sitting here rocking with the plan and trying to follow behind Charlie. Nah, Mr. Charlie, my people need me, my kids need me, regardless of if they believe so or not. So to these youth, I'm saying, I don't know what y'all mission is. I don't know what y'all task is. If y'all know what y'all mission and task is, let's build. Let me see if your mission makes sense. Let's see if at the end of your plan is profitable, is progressive. Then let's see if us as older people can assist you. If at the end of your plan is prison or death, we can't rock with you. We can't rock with you. You're on your own. We don't have time for that. We don't. And since that's how I move, those who rock and understand the importance of this class and how we move, you have to do the same. I don't come here to just talk. We're building a united front, a nation. So if you got one of these individuals in your home and you're feeding these disrespectful, ungrateful little bastards, kick them out. If they're adding stress and strife to your life, kick them out. What are you doing enabling your own demise? If they are that smart in the mouth, if they are that brazen, if they are that dismissive of who you are, why are you feeding them? Why are you housing them? Why are you clothing them? That doesn't happen. Get their ass up out of there. They gotta go today. Since they know everything, then they must know how to feed and clothe themselves. What are we doing? What are you doing? If what I'm saying is such an old unc's rhetoric, if you don't want to listen, if you understand and you have everything and you know it all, go ahead. You good. We don't have to worry about whether or not you bathed or ate, because you are making adult decisions for yourself. Kick their ass out. 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 25, kick their ass out. That's what needs to be done. So they can feel the real wrath of the old faith, the real wrath of the prison cells. They're grown, let them be grown. Today, you don't enable the crackhead, you don't enable the drunk, don't enable misguided, disrespectful youth. Simple as that. That is part of your growth. To do cleansing for you. You gotta go. Get out of here. I don't keep people in my class. No. I get them up out of here. Straight like that. People who don't donate, who don't fund the war effort, who don't push to be better, who don't move, who don't participate, yo, they be quietly gone. We don't have time for dead weight. And if you have youth in your house holding you back, if their siblings are scared of them because they're coming in and acting crazy when you're not around, eating everything up, running out before you get home, can't clean, listen, don't get it twisted. When I say my children are welcome to be here until they 50, 60, because I have zero problems. They enhance me the way I enhance them. Not a problem. I got a young man that's 31. He don't have to come home. He don't have to keep an eye on his younger sibling. He's a grown man. But he's respectful. He's honest. He pitches in. I wouldn't dare take anything from him. Daughter's the same way in her young age at 19. They pay for nothing. Don't ask them for nothing but to make sure that when I call, you pick up. Bertha, much appreciation for funding the war effort. You understand? You let me know where you at, who you're dealing with. No friends outside of my knowledge. Who are you with? What are they about? What are their parents about? If they're part of you, they're part of me. My boy's 31. He got 7, 8 close friends. I know all of them, every last one of them. Raised them all. Firemen, cops, all that. Been in these boys' lives since they was 10, 11, 12. This is building a nation. This is building a community. Nicole Simmons, much appreciation. You understand? But if you got them and they think they spinning the block, they bringing, you know how many times on my timeline I see sibling bring weapon in the house. Toddler shoots themselves. Toddler shoot. It should just happen again, a 3-year-old. Because the stupid ass sister's 20. Listen, this is consistent. Our people are harming us. They're destroying us. And if we don't change up, it's going to continue. So when they come with that ignorant shit, when you talking and you don't understand, and you acting as if you smarter than the average bear, you on your own. I'm never here to tell y'all to reach out to ignorance, to the dummies. They on their own. And when they shot down in the street like a dog by police or by themselves, that's it. It is what it is. When they're locked up and they're being paraded across the news in groups of 10s and 20s, that's on them. They were smart. You got it. You knew better than the average bear. No, you knew the streets. They got to eat that. So again, I made no qualms about who I am. And famous Richard, I never meant to cause you any ill will. But I'm going to teach. And if you didn't know that that Grim Reaper was right behind you, man, you in the wrong movie, sir. And your generation of followers are too. Y'all just still don't get it. But in this class, we not allowing y'all to stress us out at all. Y'all gonna go. Y'all up out of here. The world is changing. And all we gonna do is allow them to scoop you up, put your ass in Potter's Field, and we got to go. Just that simple. So salute, youngin'. And any rest of y'all youngins, y'all on your own. I work with those who want to recognize their potential to be bigger than anything these white folks told you that you are. If you don't understand that, it is what it is. Now, let's get to the good stuff. I don't know who this woman is. I'm going to try to do this within 10, 15 minutes. I can't waste too much time. I have to move. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. But there's some woman that y'all brought to my attention today. So I had to get it in today. And she is on her platform bragging, talking about her excitement and her love for the Ofe, and how that when people are coming at her, they're hating and they're broke, especially black women, other black women. And that black women are ignorant and stupid for not dealing with Ofes who can take care of them. Now, I never seen this woman at all. But I understand social media and how it works. I understand this technology, and I understand that certain narratives have to be thrown into your face in order for this shit to work, in order for it to trigger you. So they're going to keep throwing different people at you. That is how the CIA operates. That is how these think tanks operate. Because too many people have awakened. So they have to make sure that either they keep those asleep, they misdirect the attention of others, or they just trigger you to a space where you're so angry and upset that you can't think. As I tell y'all every day in my anger management practice, when you are triggered and angry and enraged, a chemical in your brain that makes logical decisions short circuits. And that's how you make the wrong decision and face consequences. It's just that simple. So when you're watching this shit and y'all looking at the lynchings and y'all looking at what do you call these dudes? I ain't want to say bootlickers. Lamont Hill and all, and y'all getting, that is an attack. It's an attack. And if you don't understand how to lower your level, right, you're going to hurt yourself physically. It is what it is. You're going to add on to your stress and all that. So I'm looking at this cheap, melanated woman in all her makeup and all her diction, and I'm trying to figure out why she was brought to my attention. I don't know, Nandy. I don't know. Somebody in the chat would know. She's a brown-skinned chick. She's kissing on an old fae. But when I went to her Instagram page, and I looked through it and I seen, like, okay, she got a little punk ass, 115, 17,000 followers. But when I went into the followers, all black women. Black women and black men. None of the old faiths following her, which means she's not important. Not important at all. All of you black women who are mad and upset, y'all the ones following her. And I'm like, yo, why are y'all following this bird? And in one of the videos, no, it wasn't a video, I think it was, I used it in a thumbnail. She said, I'm praying for Jesus to bless them like he blessed me. Talking about her haters. And I'm looking, I'm like, hold up. So, again, what I tell you about belief in institutions, she's praying to Jesus to bless black women, other black women, the way he blessed her. Her blessings is an overaged white man, an overaged old faith. Miss Lovelace, much appreciation. Okay? And I'm like, so you should already know, if you're conscious and woke, you should already know what kind of Diablo she is. Build power to the 10th degree. Deaf, dumb, and blind. But again, all of her followers are black women. So y'all the ones that's feeding it. And I don't even know if they were paid for. I just went through a couple of the vids and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this, first of all, everything she's doing has nothing to do with black women. Nothing. Black women are not in these institutions that she's in. CG, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Nothing. She's playing golf or learning to swing. She's selling wigs. She got a damn dog. I keep telling y'all about them dogs. I keep telling y'all about them pets. And she's kissing this overaged old fae in the mouth. And I say overaged because I'm telling you what I've been telling you. If life expectancy for most is 76, okay, midlife is in your early 30s. That's midlife. What's half of 70? So when we 40 and 50, you pass middle age, whether you want to realize it or not, whether you feel it or not. In old fae years, old faes age older than us. Lack of melanin, melanated deficiencies. So you kissing this old dad, but you prayed to Jesus for him. White Jesus gave you a white man to make sure that you got dogs to play with and wigs to sell. And y'all mad at her. Why? That is her prison. Strong Island, much appreciation. That's her prison. That's where she at with it. And again, she keeps using, well, she used, excuse me, the terminology that people are calling her a slave and saying she's acting as one. No. She's acting as a prisoner. Male, much appreciation. She's a prisoner of her own thoughts. She's a prisoner of her own institution. And again, you don't even know if she herself is an agent. Because there are so many women and men who have put themselves in a space mentally that it is okay to believe in the old phase dream and to value themselves based on old phase value systems that you don't want them around you anyway. Now, in the course of what she was saying, in the course of me checking her videos, she had another video where her and some chick, and I gotta name this chick. What is a chick? Merlin Williams was, she was agreeing with her. And I guess she was talking about her haters and some man that came at her. And because black men are coming at her, they calling these black men lady men or lady man. And when that lady man was dragging you, another tool, another psyop to say that because black men are not in agreement with this melanated woman dealing with an overaged Ofe, that they must be sassy or feminine or have no time. Now here we go. Because again, I always tell you that individuals that are buying into this institution always try to humiliate you or dehumanize you based on what they perceive your financial status is. That is what capitalism does. If you are not in the Joneses, part of the 10%, because none of them are the 1%, but your dreams and aspirations are to get there, the only attack that they could use that's credible enough for them is to call you broke. It's to call a man sassy. So this chick, and I went to her page, she got a little nasty 1,000, 17,000 followers or whatever. She said when he was dragging you, when the lady man was dragging you, I noticed that they are broke. They need to get them some money. And in her affirmation in this discussion, this chick said, yeah, the ones who hate me are usually single, got missing teeth, okay? This is the shit that they say. Don't have no money, got sheets for curtains. This is what they do. And the levels of ignorance, of lower intelligence to somebody like that definitely shouldn't trigger y'all. Because she has nothing of her own. None of them that are in the space, right, that are seeking an Ofe to take care of them don't have on their own. They say these things about the haters in the audience that they sat in the pocket in. You didn't have shit. You might not even have had that dog or that wig hobby. As he keeps saying, yeah, you're gonna do your thing. You're gonna do great things. You're an entrepreneur. You're selling your wig. He put that bread up. He might have made the connection to India or Pakistan or somewhere to get you that. As I said in previous classes, there is no generational wealth here at all. Anybody that talked that shit to you is ignorant, because United States, this corporation, doesn't have generational wealth. They're trying to get rid of Social Security. The Senate and the House are looking into Visa and MasterCard about their bullshit. Corporations are corrupt. There is no generational wealth here, because this is the poor part of the planet. So those who strive to be like the Ofe and get that, they don't know what they're doing. They're stupid. Stupid. They haven't seen generational wealth unless it's the Cartiers, unless it's the Rockefellers, unless it's the DuPonts, who, in all reality, generations are running out. So the new 1%, the Elon Musk, they're taking over because the oil is being sucked dry. Textiles are not what is utilized anymore. Pork bellies, generational wealth was based on slavery, free labor, sharecropping. Niggas can't do that. You don't even own your own kids. You don't own shit. You don't own yourself. So there's no generational wealth. It's a push button away from wiping you out. Kanye, you ain't a billionaire no more. What? This is what it is. I'm watching right now. Wall Street is having a tough week. So if they don't have generational wealth, how can you? So this broad that is whoring herself out and allowing social media to show that, don't allow that to trigger you. Don't allow these dummies to do that. And then the Merle or Merlene Williams chick, you go to her page today, in her story, she's still worshiping Oprah. How in the hell can y'all allow somebody who worships Oprah still to trigger you? Come on. One chick is bragging because she got an Ofe, right? The Gilglo Beach type Ofe. These Ofes with money, you see what we going through in Long Island, right? The Gigolo Beach dude. He done unalived 7 whores, streetwalkers, that he done ran through allegedly with a wife and kids. Investor dude. This is what y'all trying to encourage melanated women to go after? These dudes? Have you ever been around wet Ofe men with money? They consistently showing you that they don't bathe. Their hygiene stinks, but she's kissing him in the mouth as if he's different. And y'all triggered? Get out of here. Get that broad up out of here. Stop paying attention to this. Stop. What are you paying attention to it for? She got to suck that man's scrotum. Old, overaged, Ofe balls in order to make sure he give her what she needs so she could get wigs and hope that y'all buy the wigs. Because the white woman ain't buying her wigs. They not even following her. So what are we doing? For real, what are we doing? Don't be triggered by that. No. Can't be triggered by that. Let that shit roll. Man, bigger thing. Yo, come on. Do y'all understand what's going on in Burkina Faso? Do y'all understand what they're doing? Yo, I'm telling you, I'm looking at this. When I do my research on that, man, I'm telling you, that shit knock a tear out my eye. I'm seeing these strong, melanated people doing their thing. Doing it. You know what kind of mentality the people have to have for that leader to stand strong? Ibrahim Traore, he can stand strong because his peoples is with him. Y'all see the latest news on that? They paid their debt off. They had a $4.79 billion debt that they paid off on their own using no money, no funds, no resources from the West. The West put sanctions on them, sent agents at them, trying to destroy them. The people stood tall. That's the shit you supposed to be hating. Hate, why my people not like that? They producing their own gold bars. This is what they doing. Small country that they said was nothing. It was impoverished, that they was worthless. And they standing strong and tight and upright and saying, man, get that West. We don't want nothing from y'all. Good, give us sanctions. We're going to invest in ourselves. And they doing it. And y'all worrying about a little nasty ass dry cookie having broad that's kissing an old faith? Really? Really? And people that's enjoying it, this is the same bullshit. Whether you packaging it like that, or you putting it on Love and Hip Hop, or you putting it on Basketball Wives. These are broken, damaged black women moving as whores, selling anything to get a little bit of resource. To be on TV, this shit don't get no bread no more. I don't care if it's TV, I don't care if it's Hollywood, I don't care if it's entertainment. This shit has no bread. So when people have aspirations to go there, knowing that we got freak offs, knowing that you got ditties all over the place, these women are broken. They're in survival mode. They couldn't hang in the communities, in the hoods, where people are striving for realness. That's why they run over there. These are the same ones that would be up in there with Massa. Same exact ones. Come on now. That should never trigger you. You should be triggered and encouraged watching bricks, watching that. That should be your gauge because you're not seeing it anywhere else. We don't see, like in our era, we came up watching the Nation of Islam. On a regular, we had motivation. We had different points where we could see it. You had Republic in New Africa. You had Move in Philly. You had different things going on. We were watching. They don't see that shit now. They don't see any of it here right now. They don't get that. So you have to watch bricks. You have to look at other examples. Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm so glad they're getting rid of that TikTok bullshit. You're going to see how many of these same women that were on TikTok balling and flossing coming back to Instagram, off Facebook, or on the street trying to wiggle that tail. And the prices done went down. It ain't $40 no more, ma. Yeah. You might be lucky if you get a 20 in the fin. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's a new era. It's a new age. Okay? That dumbass narrative that y'all getting, stop it. Stop it. That shit that y'all getting from chicks like that, and then he got this Dr. Joy, whatever her name is it Brian or something? Y'all listening to that bullshit, quoting stats that's not official? Y'all really doing that? I'm confused. Y'all listening to people who ain't been married tell y'all about marriage. People who don't have men tell you about black men. People who don't have women tell you about black women. And I'm confused. I thought wasn't she bumping pussy? How can she tell you about relationships between men and women? I mean, if that's true, let me know. Then they throw that in there, ain't she bumping pussy? So how's she gonna advise you? It's insane. Get it out of your feed. And of course they on these major platforms because these major platforms are part of the, part of the agenda. They're not gonna ask them that. She wouldn't sit across from me. I'm gonna ask him, ain't you bumping pussy? What are you talking about here? Marriage stats and all that. Where you getting this data from? Talk to me. Where you getting this from? That you so matter of fact about this information? But you can go on these because these platforms are built for that. The think tanks, the propaganda is to make you feel uncertain about your intuition to want to be free. So they go on the Breakfast Club. They go on all these podcasts that are funded. Y'all don't know how many of these podcasts are funded by the Ofes and the Israelis? Y'all didn't read the article about how they had to collapse Shaquille O'Neal and Angel Reese podcast because of that little bullshit he did? Then you get in the back and you see how many Ofes invested in that and that they own the rest of these. All these little hip-hop podcasts and shit like that. They get all these views. They funded. They part of the machine. They ain't Grippergate too. But y'all don't look for it. Why? Because they're not artists. So you are under the impression that they are quality-based institutions when they're not. No, this shit is here to distract you. So they're not going to ask the questions. They're going to let them say whatever they say out their mouth and let it fly and hope it sticks to somebody that's ignorant. You can't do that. Y'all ladies, y'all can't let nobody that's bumping pussy tell you about men and women relationships. You can't do that. No, honey, you got to go somewhere else. No. Where's the black women that's married to a black man for 15, 20 years consistently, going through grieving with each other when family members pass, going through menopause, going through all type of struggles. Having an expectation of what marriage is, and when you 7, 8, 9 years in it, you're like, damn, nah, this shit is different, this shit is work. Then they get through that, and then they got 10, 15, 20, 25 years in. Let them advise you. Well, some chick that came from out of nowhere, talking about some type of degrees and all that shit. There ain't no degree in this shit here. People change. Their motivations change. Their beliefs change. The impact of certain traumas shift people. Stop letting images dictate your belief. Because she look half-ass decent. She is in some type of attire that's a little slick, and she's spitting fire. Nah, baby girl, where your husband? What did you go through with your husband? What did he go through with you? If they ain't built like that, you gotta dismiss them. And on that note, yo, I gotta move. I gotta rock and roll, man. I'm telling you, I love you. I really wish that there were more hours in a day. And I'm doing my best. I'm really working at my best to stay healthy, to remain engaged. Only thing that you ever know that I remain militant. Man, listen. I'm telling you, I'll be 56 in a minute. I don't change. I'm not changing. You don't have to worry about that. I don't know about all these other flip-floppers. Consistency. We have to get liberated. We have to be free. All this other shit ain't about nothing. There ain't no mansion you can sit in. There ain't no car you can drive. There ain't no nasty little box you can run your little Peterwood up in that's going to liberate you. At the end of the day, and I'm talking to you black men so you know and understand what I'm saying. The older you get, the more you're going to realize that you want to be liberated. If you don't have a partner that's complementing your drive, you are going to be sick. You're going to be miserable. If you running around chasing these little stink, tart, twat having ass bras that want a bag or a dog or some type of bullshit vacay to think that that's going to ease you, homie, you out of luck. Nothing, and I mean nothing, there is nothing more that a black man wants other than liberation. Trust and believe. You could fool yourself, you could drink yourself to death, you could go to 50,000 strip clubs, nigga, you could go passport brother if you want to. There is nothing that's going to bring you that peace other than fighting for liberation. Ms. Lovelace, much appreciation. Thank you. I'm telling you. And y'all passport brother can keep playing games. I'm going to keep it 1,000. You go to these countries if you want to. But I'm telling you, when you go and you start doing med doc searches and all that, and y'all going to these little nasty islands and countries and saying, they treat me better than a black woman and all this other shit, I'm going to tell you what they ain't had treated. They ain't had that box treated. Because I don't know too many, I'm going to tell you, Guatemalan gynecologists. I don't know too many Ecuadorian gynecologists. I don't know too many Chilean gynecologists. All Polish y'all keep playing games with these little bras if you want to, and they're gonna passport your ass right up into the ER. Okay? Their hygienic practices of that box is very different than what our sisters naturally are raised with. So keep playing. I'm here for my people. Our people, we have to be better. We got to put each other first. That's what we have to do. That's when liberation comes. You dig? So again, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. Yes, love my classroom assistants. Again, shout out to Miss Comrade Angela Lyons for her donations, her gifts. Shout out to everybody who funded the war effort. Much appreciation. And to those who didn't, much appreciation to you too. We see you. If you're new here, this is what kind of class we have on a regular. We engaging minds, thoughts towards liberation. We don't want nothing less. We don't want nothing from y'all. Period. Old faith bleed out. You can't pay me back for what you took. Simple as that. And we want black women's and black men's to love each other. Oh yeah. Hot, steamy 1970s incense love. Yeah. That's what we want here. Yeah. Good love. All right? You dig? Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Believe in my belief in you. You got it. Be patient with yourself. Self-healing is a must, and remain militant. You dig? Huh? You dig? The 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.